News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Ed Kalegi. Former Federal Reserve Governor Adriana Kugler abruptly resigned after Chair Jerome Powell refused to grant her a waiver to address financial holdings that ran afoul of the central bank's ethics rules. This according to a Fed official. Kugler also faced a probe by the Fed's internal watchdog related to her recent financial disclosures before stepping down in August, according to a document released Saturday. Fed ethics officials declined to certify Kugler's latest disclosures, which were posted on the website of the Office of Government Ethics, and referred the matter to the board's inspector general. The OGE also declined to certify Kugler's newly released disclosures. A bipartisan group of House lawmakers is urging the Senate to help come up with a deal to address the expiration of health care subsidies. Bloomberg's Amy Morris reports from Washington.
13 House Republicans co-signed a letter with 19 House Democrats, signaling support among some Republicans to resolve Democrats' core demand to avoid Affordable Care Act premium increases. They're asking that representatives from both parties in the House be included in the talks aimed at averting what they're calling drastic premium increases that would affect more than 20 million Americans. In that letter, the lawmakers wrote that without a deal, millions of Americans will lose health care coverage because they won't be able to afford it. In Washington, Amy Morris, Bloomberg Radio.
An unusually strong storm drenching Los Angeles and the greater Southern California area brought continued moderate to high risk of flash flooding, mudslides, and dangerous winds to fire-scarred neighborhoods throughout Saturday night. The Los Angeles area is expected to see as much as an inch of rain per hour in some areas for most of the day Saturday, with rain forecast to taper off and end on Tuesday. There's also a chance of thunderstorms and a weak tornado due to a spinning low-pressure system heading toward the region. If rain continues as predicted, this could be the wettest November since 1985. You won't have to scramble to watch college football or your favorite shows this weekend. Bloomberg's Monica Ricks reports.
ABC and ESPN are back on YouTube TV. Disney reached a multi-year agreement late Friday to restore its content to the online video service. That includes its full channel lineup and some extras, like access to ESPN's new online version and bundle packages with streaming services like Hulu. Disney pulled its programming from YouTube TV last month after the two sides failed to reach a new contract deal. Terms weren't disclosed, but it comes days after Disney reported weaker than expected earnings. Monica Ricks, Bloomberg Radio.
A plan to hold airlines accountable for significant flight delays is being ditched by the Trump administration. Bloomberg's Karen Moscow explains.
The U.S. Transportation Department is abandoning an effort started by the Biden administration that required airlines to provide meals, hotels, and cash payouts to passengers affected by significant flight disruptions. In a recent filing, the Trump administration said the department is not authorized under existing law to require such reimbursements or compensation. It also said it is not convinced that changes would yield meaningful improvements. Former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, who helmed the effort, said the initiative was important in protecting the rights of flyers. Karen Moscow, Bloomberg Radio.
Federal authorities on Saturday arrested a man accused of wielding a baseball bat while trying to enter the Newark Federal Building that houses the office of Alina Habba, the acting U.S. Attorney for New Jersey. The suspect, identified as Keith Michael Lisa, who was 51, allegedly attempted to enter the building on Wednesday carrying a bat, but was stopped by court security officers. He later returned without the bat, went to the floor where Habba's office is located, began shouting incoherently and damaged property before fleeing. Habba was unharmed. In a post on X, Habba says, "I will not be intimidated by radical lunatics for doing my job." The former Treasury Secretary warns that President Trump's attacks on the rule of law, the Fed, and universities threaten the foundations of American prosperity. Janet Yellen says the U.S. is undermining its economic success. You can read all about it in Bloomberg's Weekend Edition, exploring the places where finance, life, and culture meet. Find it now on Bloomberg.com and the Bloomberg Business app. That's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Ed Kalegi. This is Bloomberg.